Hey, good morning there, YouTube friends. Hello to you who are here and new. Thank you for stopping by to see what this crazy person is all about. And thank you, everybody who's been around for a while. This morning, it is only 6:30. I've been up since just before 5, which was actually sleeping in for me. Anyhow, yesterday it got down to 24 degrees. And I neglected to bring in my succulents. I normally would have, but I'm kind of at a place where I'm like, I don't have any place to put things. I moved. I moved again this year. Third time in 3 years. So anyway, in this house, I don't have a spot set up yet. That will happen because I live my life around plants and I need a place for plants to winter over, even if it's only for a few of them. I'm a propagator by nature. I love to start seeds and take cuttings and all the things, and I'm a nerd, so it all fits, right? So this morning I am working on a little Plectranthus amboinicus. That's a scientific name for this. Some people call it Cuban oregano. I hear some versions of it are called the Vicks plant because it can have kind of that nuance in its fragrance. This one is sweeter. It is one they often use for making sauces out of. I think it's like in Haiti and places like that, and in Central America they use it, probably other places too. But anyway, it's a plant that's worth having. It's actually quite pretty in a pot. It doesn't take very much water, which is lovely. I have never had mine bloom. Honestly, I don't think I've even seen a picture of this blooming. But it is, the spikes on other plants that I've seen are similar to that of coleus. So anyway, just so you know, nothing to write home to mom about. So if it bloomed, I would just cut my stems off. Okay, that's the background of the plant. I grow this in terracotta pots. It sits out all summer. Actually, it sits out as soon as it's warm enough. And when it's gonna freeze, I usually bring it in, which I failed to do yesterday. Actually, the day before yesterday, because yesterday morning I was met with a lot of dead leaves and there was some green on the plant. So what do? Oh, propagation. We're gonna have opportunities for propagation. So here I am this morning, and let me show you what I'm working on. This is the sad little plant. These are the leaves that died back. It was in desperate need of renewing anyway, and as you can see, this is damaged. I don't know that it's going to die though. This is me reading a plant. This may very well, but see the stem is still green. It was funny, as I was cutting things back, I found ones like, oh, that one was, yeah, this one. It had broken off some time ago. You see how dry that is? But look at that. This is the beauty of working with succulents. I've had several. Most of these actually broke off. And you can see down there, there's some little hints of bright green. Those did not get frozen. They were close to the soil and had just enough warmth and protection. This one right here, I will be letting it grow. I am going to leave this as it is and see how much life is still in the plant. I need to repair my pot. Oh, by the way, I will say this. When you cut these branches off, they produce this brownish red, I'm just going to call it blood. It looked like blood. Not quite as red as our blood, but the plant was bleeding all over the place. The little stems. Yeah, they're pretty juicy. So anyway, I have several little cuttings That one was one that fell off. I think this one was too. And I have no idea how long these were off of the plant. But these little guys, I can make new plants out of. This plant currently here, I think last year I could get it for $4 for a 3.5 inch to 4 inch plant. Okay, with that said, I am on a fixed income. I am paying more for rent. It is just life I'm sharing. Than I was in my former home in Hubbard, Oregon. I moved 2 months ago to be closer to my family. So I need to start watching my pennies. This means I can't go crazy on Baker Creek's website or any other seed site. But I need to use the knowledge that I have and the skills that I've gained to, bolster my garden for the coming year. And one of those things I can do is saving what I can. I've got a host of geraniums that the former owner had planted out here, and those are probably fine, probably better that I left them out for a couple of chilly nights because they will have gone dormant. And I will be taking those up out of the soil. Actually, here, little tip, little note, we have really vigorous squirrels. It's a particular kind of squirrel. It has a less fluffy tail and is more gray. Yeah, but they're vigorous little critters. The ones we had in Portland were another type. And I only saw one of those come in after the other ones were gone. So anyway, I'm glad because that last year I was in Portland, they were digging up everything. This one, and he mocked me, was digging up everything. Everywhere I planted a plant, he decided he was going to dig it up. It was a battle. So, but this person who gardened here found that if she put rocks, and I mean, they were rocks like this, put rocks across the top of where she planted, it kept them from digging. Yeah. Well, how about that? So now when I unplant everything, I have to remove the rocks first, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to be modifying how we do gardening around here a little bit. I'm learning new things. You never stop learning. So anyway, with all that said, I will be propagating these and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. I will be doing a video about how to set these in soil. By the way, with succulents, you let the ends callus, you let them dry, and it's, you can go a couple days at least or more. And with like geraniums, it's a good idea to do that too. It heals over. That way they are less inclined to get disease. So with that said, I am going to go. I need to make my breakfast and get on with my day. So I hope you have a good one. God bless. This is Patty the Tinker's wife signing off, and thank you for being here.